The framework, the idea of doing this exercise is that every time you try to do this,
right,
I hope you understand, you are exploring yourself. Hello, brother. Good afternoon. It did not give me any notification of you entering this session. There was no sound, nothing. You came silently today, Raj.
Oh,
How are you, brother? It seems Patna is experiencing a lot of nippy weather, is it?
yeah, it is true, but at the same time, we are enjoying the sunlight as well.
Okay.
So in the daytime, it is quite normal, and only during the morning and evening we have the cold a little bit much more than earlier.
Okay, so we experience a cold weather mostly during the mornings and the evening. That's what you can say.
Yeah, right.
Yes. So do you enjoy this season? This is one of my favorite season.
Yeah, of course. We talked about this last time as well.
Right. So why do you enjoy that? I enjoy because of my fooding habits, and also, but no, I don't get to sleep inside the cozy blanket because there is so much of work. How about you?
Okay.
Are your commitments quite deeper, or you enjoy that cozy blanket sleep?
I enjoy the sleep the most, and apart from that, I enjoy this with weather only because it gives that pleasure to enjoy the weather and the nature more than the summer. So I enjoy it because of that.
So tell me one of your most favorite pastimes during winter. Does it change? Does it change because of the weather or the seasonality? I hope you understand my question, because during summers, my favorite pastime could be something else. Winter, it could be something else. So would you mind describing that if you can, brother?
If I talk about favorite pastime, it is always about having a get together with friends and chatting and doing something which we all like. And especially if we get a chance to play, I mean, playing cricket is something that I enjoy the most. So if I get a friends and a team, I definitely enjoy that the most. Otherwise, in winters, I enjoy the the cozy way. I mean the weather, the nippy weather, and the walk in evening during that cold bracing air. That is the favorite moment. And in summer, the same enjoyment, the same walking early morning. If you are able to face that sunrise, so if I'm able to see the sunrise, no matter what the weather is, I enjoy that the most. And I enjoy doing nothing and just looking at the sun at those moments for maybe half an hour.
Is there any other way that you could have expressed this? Yes.
Which part?
I mean, this walking in the summer mornings and then basking in the winter. When you know this word of basking, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So that's what I was actually trying to understand, that if there is a different way to express this, because these days, especially with the learners who are little vintaged like you, I try to push them or challenge them with some alternative ways to speak. The framework, the idea of doing this exercise is that every time you try to do this,
right,
I hope you understand, you are exploring yourself into plethora of options.
Of course.
And that can be slightly challenging. I'm telling you, it doesn't come at the spur of the moment sometimes.
Yes, of course.
So you can
And
start doing this, Raj, because what happens is here on Clapingo, I'm sure you have spent more than a year now, or it is even more than that.
uh, about to touch 2 years.
Right. So in these 2 years, you have to understand that this the spontaneity of speaking, the element of spontaneity
Yeah,
is something which anybody develops if they stayed for a very long time.
right,
But if you really want to refine the way you talk, I mean, without even mincing words,
right.
and to be a natural orator, you have to start doing this activity. I mean, just a small gyan, brother, humble gyan from my side, because I think this is extremely important. I still do it, Raj, myself.
Of course. And I have tried it sometimes, but the lack of vocabulary is something that hinders. That is the hindrance in my path till now.
Mm.
And like it is a evolving uh, process. So
Mm.
I mean that.
Raj, I do not recall if I have said this to you, but there is an interesting activity which I personally do.
Okay.
I hope you are curious to.
Yeah, of course. I'm all ears.
Brother, I have my choicest list of podcasts
Okay.
where I am watching them as well, just not hearing them.
Right.
Let me give you an example. One of my favorites is Nikhil Kamat's podcast. You know who is Nikhil Kamat, I hope.
No, I'm not aware.
Raj, don't tell this to anybody. So good.
Okay, got it. I,
So
I
go,
will edit this part.
go. So I will not tell you homework. Find out who Nikhil Kamath is.
Okay, I will edit this part then.
So so let it be. People will enjoy, right? People will have fun.
Okay.
The natural things are more enjoyable, right? So this
Yeah.
gentleman, I don't want to bring in the spoiler alert. I want you to work on this. Nikhil Kamath,
Okay.
I'll tell you, he's an entrepreneur. Rest you find out.
Okay. Okay.
Nikhil Kamath brings guests on his show who are like super, they are stalwarts in their own way.
Okay.
So whole interview, he does it in the language, using the language English.
Okay.
I want you to play that role, either of the Nikhil Kamath initially when he asks questions.
Yeah.
I hope you understood, and then start playing the role of the people who are answering them, his guests. Don't ignore
Okay.
this. Why I'm saying it may look at the prima facie that it's what kind of activity is this? I mean, this requires a lot of patience, but this is a gold mine.
Of course.
Why I'm trying to tell you is that you don't have to memorize those long list of words separately as vocabulary,
Right.
because they are using those words and phrases during their conversation,
Yes.
which would mean multiple usage of them would slowly will get them settled in your mind as well.
Right.
And then you will be able to use it more naturally.
Right.
Sir, are you saying right for the sake of it, or you bought it? You bought the
I
idea. Yeah.
I got it.
So that's what I'm thinking. This can be a fantastic activity. So I keep on doing randomly over the years. So I listen to, I think long back when we had met, I had told you about 6 minute English, and you remember you were blown away with the 6 minute English stuff. Is it
Yeah, of course.
gone, or do you still follow, or you do not?
No,
That's
no.
that's
I have not been following that. I have started following crowd science from BBC.
which one? Crowd science.
Yeah.
Okay. So whichever it is, I mean, it is amazing because 6 minutes was, I always see this with an intent, because 6 minutes exactly has got a timeline of 6 minutes.
Yeah,
So when people come and tell me, I'm so busy, I cannot put time, and so you're learning a language and they are saying they are busy.
right,
I have to understand, I cannot decide and do the time management for you.
right,
You have to work out yourself.
definitely.
Yeah, so your viewers may not like me saying all these things, but I always like to call a spade a spade. You know me, right?
You, of course, and you are liked by everyone.
Oh, thank you,
Like
Raj. Yeah, मेरे को तो
the
वही
moment,
सुनना था, Raj.
I
मेरे
mean,
को
the
वही
learner.
सुनना था. I'm
Yes,
just kidding, brother. All my love to your viewers, huh? Love to them, love to everybody, brother. Anybody, because if I start saying sweet things here,
of course.
I feel that I have a responsibility, brother. So I cannot say sweet things just to
Mm.
while away with the time.
But you, whatever you say in that manner, the sweet manner of saying this, those things.
Okay, yeah, whatever you say, you'd say it like a meter churi, right? Yeah. So, brother,
Yeah.
I want to tell you is that I learned it in a hard manner.
Mm.
So people, you will agree with this. Now you have been a tutor, so people always look for. Tell me what's next. Tell me what's the most easiest way to learn. So
Mm.
there is no easy way actually, because this is not a race. This is a process.
Right.
Language learning is not a race. So if you come for race, then I'm not the best person. I always tell them. It is like if you have observed, Raj, somebody hopping from one channel to another channel looking for the right answer. Have you done it?
Right.
I have done so
Of
many.
course, I have done that for sure.
And then what?
And then
What is the outcome?
the outcome is I'm still doing that.
So you find yourself back to square one, right?
Right.
Where I started. So that's what I want to tell you. So when you can be a great example for your viewers. Now, I'm not trying to say this because you are going to air this on YouTube. Why I'm saying this is that you need to focus on this issue and tell your viewers sometimes, whoever is watching you for inspiration, they get inspired as well.
Right.
So this is just not Anindya and Raj having a chat and they're writing comments. So nice conversation.
Of course.
I always tell them, how much did you learn?
Right.
Were there any key takeaways? What did you take back from the conversation of Raj and Anindya?
Definitely.
I'll be the most happiest person. I'm very happy to see those great comments. I'll not lie. Why should I? But on the back of my mind, I always say this. Is it that I am just hopping from one channel to another, just hearing conversations? Or am I taking back something?
Right.
Any comments, sir? Raj, over to you. Any comments?
I mean, whatever you are saying, a learner is curious to do all these things,
Mhm.
but at the same time, when they find some meaning, definitely they follow and they grow from there. So your feedbacks are always valuable.
Brother, huh? And I always tell this interesting thing which struck my mind. There could be 100 reasons for which a learner could be learning English, right?
Right.
And believe me, there will be 200 excuses for not learning English.
More than that.
Huh. I'm just very good, brother. You're a maths teacher, so you've made it more. So whatever with the number, I always tell, can you find that one good reason where for which you will feel attached and inclined to learn? You find your own reason. You don't have to tell me.
Right.
That's it. Moment you find that reason, that why am I learning, then you will be able to shut doors on all those excuses.
Definitely.
Your thoughts, sir. It is my thought. So what is your thought? Because you have been doing it for a long time.
I totally agree with you on this.
Okay. Raj, today you are not speaking much. Is it that you have kept Maun Vrat, or is it that you have a you have a bad throat?
I have a bad throat, and sometimes listening is
Uh,
more important. And
oh,
because you
laughter.
are giving so much things,
Uh,
so I'm listening carefully.
if you allow me, I'll complete the whole session by myself. So don't
Okay, and
Hmm.
I wanted to ask, I had two or three things in my mind.
Brother, please.
So we once a time we were discussing about narrating something either in present or past.
Yeah. We had a very detailed discussion. Yes, please.
Yes. So the moment I say, we thought,
Ha.
we said we are doing it, we are doing it,
Hmm.
or we are going to do.
We
We
said
said
we are doing it. We said
we
we are doing it.
we said we are going to do it easily.
Okay,
We
Hanji,
said we
Hanji.
are going to do it easily, or we said that we were going to do that easily.
Second sentence is correct in grammatical sense because it's an indirect speech.
Yeah. So what I was trying to ask, why the direct speech is not correct here?
Raj, you asked a very difficult question, but I'll still try to understand. There is something called colloquial English. You understand what is colloquial?
Yeah.
जो हमारी रोजमर्रा जिंदगी में हम लोग बनाते हैं जिस इंग्लिश को.
Right.
So grammatically, the grammarians are saying this, and they have established this fact that when you are putting something as a narrative speech and which refers to your past, you will have to follow that grammatical sense of putting it in the past sense.
Right.
There is no prizes for guessing this. Now, why is this not correct? I don't have an answer. That why is this not correct in direct sense? I can give you in the grammarian sense, which I have already answered. Now, if somebody is using this, I'm not.
No.
I'm
Okay.
not. I don't have that answer. That why is it not correct? Because the enough explanation, the logic is that when you are explaining as a narrative, it is something referring to the past. Therefore, you are, as a part of the grammar rule, also indirect speech would, you know, that it will be converted and translated to. I mean, it will get converted to the past tense.
Right.
But generally people, they do not use that. You are so correct. They always say like, he said we are saying like this. Actually, grammar sense mein wo galat hai.
Uh,
And that reason I
no,
have
no,
given you. But why this can't be used? No answer, brother. I'll be very honest with you. I don't know that.
no. I mean, I was trying to ask, if it is asked, a question is asked to me by any student, then what is the point of reading direct speech, the direct narration, if it
Because
can't be?
it is happening for the moment. It is happening for the time being.
Okay.
Why do I have to bring direct speech while narrating? If you ask me, I'll give you that logic. My
Right.
direct, even in the emails, while writing also, good that you asked this.